Mr. Leonidas here. I hope you're doing well. And I want to go ahead and begin this video with a shout out to my buddy Brendan from his channel Survivalcraft. And the reason I'm giving this shout out is because he is like myself. He likes to check out antique stores and to go find unique and awesome just items or tools and things that stick out. So like I said, yeah, he's a great guy. Check out his channel. He's got some really neat stuff going on. But what I've got in front of me right here is something that I did find at a local antique store, and I have some Indian bone artifacts. Now, before I dive into this, I want to say that I'm not the expert in these sort of artifacts and then all the primitive sort of weapons and tools, but it's just something of a hobby of mine that I do enjoy. I definitely would like to start collecting more items such as these. I think it's awesome. Now, with that being said, I have not proven that these are completely authentic, but I'm going to go into that in just a minute. But I can still have a respect for things that are made like this. So let's check them out. But what I've got in front of me is it is like a harpoon and awl and a hook, like a fishing hook. So I'm going to go and get the harpoon up first, and that is one wicked looking tool weapon right there. And like I said, these are bone, and I'm very extremely positive they are. You can see the striations in there, and it's definitely, it has the feeling like bone. It has the weight of it. You could probably use the word it's been ossified, as in the bone has definitely hardened over time. But like I said, someone, it's very possible someone could have made these with modern tools. But with that being said, that would take a lot of work, and I think they did a really good job. So, with all that being said, and then hey, if there's an expert out there and you're watching this video, just let me know if I've got the real deal. I would like to know. Like I said, I'm very positive this is actually bone. But yeah, this is just a really cool harpoon, sort of the tip or the blade, and man, it is. I have to say, every single one of these barbs are sharp, and the point is too. So man, that would look awesome strapped on some sort of like a spear like that, or like an atlatl throwing device. That is just too cool. And then next up, this is an awl. It's spelled A-W-L, and it's like a sewing awl. So something like this, you would punch holes through leather or hide, and then you would follow up with you would sew it together. And I think this makes a really cool survival tool, and definitely like a nice a weapon, if need be, a weapon in the hand, or you could tie that onto like sort of a lash onto a tomahawk, or add it onto a tomahawk for a good backlash. Man, that is nice and sharp, very pointy, very pointy. And then lastly, I have the little fishing hook right here, and this is really neat. It's got a really cool angle to it. And then also you can tell, hopefully you can on the camera, where you could wrap your line around, and it's actually, there's the sort of the bone indentations in there. And there's actually dirt flaked on all these little artifacts, but someone could definitely bury it in the dirt for a few days and dust them off. Not a big deal. But anyway, they look old, and they smell. I mean, there was an old smell to it when I got all these out, but yeah, with all that being said, but yeah, definitely dig the fish hook. Man, that is a neat little survival tool addition as well. So this kit definitely caught my eye, man. It is neat. So and I don't really think I paid a big hefty fee for it. Regardless of someone handmade it or not, that is awesome. So, and I just love primitive tools and stones and weapons and things like that. I was really into that when I first started my YouTube channel, but this is just something a recent find that I wanted to share. So thanks again to Survivalcraft for also checking out his antiques. So, alright, well, I appreciate your time. Thanks for stopping by. I'm Mr. Leonidas, signing out. Have a good one.